like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me...
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set. 180. 59. Rip right.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some space here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right, check. 6 man. Check curls. Check 59.
On first down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Tighten up. 20. Pull it together. 59's Mike. On trot. Oh, you got deep.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
20. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Let's go.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
18.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And taken right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over. In terrific field position.
Gun. Switch. Mike, check, 59.
Now Newton on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 39.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Gun. He's coming. 8. Express.
Newton to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. At the 16-yard line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Great. Who that? Check. Lucky.
On second and 12, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First and goal
at the 6-yard line.
I got you, Pop. Rush in.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Check. Watch 54. Squeeze, double. Mike,
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Alert.
Get that quarterback, T-Line. Alert. T-Line, get that. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Mike,
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and the pressure gets to him again. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
keep playing hard.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Shit. Hey, switch gears.
Great.
58, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers, Olsen. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 8. Watch the screen. 25, check 25. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To the center, 388. Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Express!
Motion, motion. Mike's 59. Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He can run, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Great. Check three. Check 20. Check 26. Deuce, 8. Deuce. Check 3. 8. Here we go.
Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
20. Get wide. Gun. Express. Get it.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. He zooms in for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
8. Go. Mike, check. 59. Hey, come on.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 65. 65. Mike 5-4.
Hey, 18.
You.
Alert.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Again, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 29 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. This is McCaffrey. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a third and very long. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now it's Newton, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Alert. He's coming to double up. Stop.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One last shot for Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. In the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 51 yards.
That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Green brings it in. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. To try again after the sack. Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Rivers now, and that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Play action now, Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw once more on second and 10. Rivers, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
50 seconds. Alpha! 50 seconds. Come on. Watch the screen. Watch the zero. It's a safety screen. Wait, 89.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now. They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Charles, you talk so much about quick change. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just make...
And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Dalton gives to Bernard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Dalton. Landing green complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 24, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Bravo. It's going to be a long day.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And Eifert has it. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
52, 93, 44.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing on third and long. Rivers. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Geno Atkins giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
58 right there. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Red. Kill.
Here's Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Let's go, baby.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Thomas Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan, over there. Single receiver.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ. Andy Dalton to AJ. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack on first down, Dalton under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Regular. 31's the mic. Hey, seam 6. Patrick. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here's Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Shoot. Hey, check 24. 12.
First down, Rivers over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
57 to Mike.
On second down now, it's Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play fake, Rivers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. To throw on third down. Dalton. And able to find Green. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
So Dalton now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Thomas Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Buzz. They can't hang with us.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
2-2. Move. 31's the mic. You're not ready. Heavy. Check 31. Shift. He's checking. Raise the head.
And Dalton to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Watch the out. 2-2. Move. Hands up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and
36. 80 weapon. 5-6. Hands up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 48 yards. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Rivers. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.